This phone is burning hot. That's why I shut off the first time. But, so anyway, I just wanted to come out here and do the video. And I am going to go back over there because they just opened the new marina, a new park this way, building a bunch of stuff that way, and hotels and high rises and all of that stuff would be that way, all of that. So I just wanted, they just opened this like 2 days ago over there. So I wanted to come over here to do the video. And first thing, I just want to say this to Softdrinktv. I know that you're coming out with your review. It's kind of wild how you can review a game so soon. And the most you played was what, the 10-hour trial? That's not long enough to review a game. Did you purchase Madden? Okay. Did you get the deluxe edition? Is that what you purchased? Because if you are just going off of a 10-hour trial, then that's cap. I can't respect your review. I just wanted to clear that up. If you are a superficial gamer, meaning you just play the game at the surface level and you notice some nuance, but you're not really in depth, right? You're not breaking down every skerrick, all modicums. If that's the case, then I can't trust it. If you haven't completely flipped the game inside out, each mode, I'll never touch Ultimate Team, but each mode, then I can't respect your review. Okay, so I wanted to say this about wear and tear because I know he's going to mention wear and tear. I wanted to bring this up to everyone complaining about wear and tear. And I'm not saying that it's flawless, but let me just tell you guys this. In the NFL right now, especially the 49ers, They have around 11 or 12 dudes injured out. Other teams, massive injuries. Injury bugs happen. Attrition is real. Training camp preseason, players are getting smashed. It actually happens. It's happening literally right now in the NFL. That's real. Wear and tear occurs during a game, sometimes within the first 3-4 plays. It happens in real life, IRL. I also want to point this out. This is the solution. Okay, this is how you mitigate. This is how you combat this. You're supposed to be able to properly manage your team's attrition. Meaning what? Invest your franchise points into your trainer. Okay, now I'll be going live a little bit later. Okay, showing you the game. But invest in the trainer. Whether that's recovery before 2 minutes before halftime, recovery at the beginning of the fourth quarter, injury prevention, they have that, healing up to 25% faster, recovery, all of these things, these preventative measures, all of these things they have with your trainer. Most people spend their franchise points on playbooks or something amazing with offense or defense. They don't really invest in their trainer. Then you also can't put players on your team who have poor toughness and they're terrible. They have poor injury. The player is a 90 plus, a 80 plus. But if you look at the toughness, it's in the 70s or the low 80s. If you look at the injuries, it's in the 70s or the low 80s. Toughness allows your player, it will showcase whether your player can recover or not. Can this player play through injury? How long will it take for this player to recover? It's essentially saying your player is soft. Okay, so when you pair someone who's in the low 80s with toughness and the low 80s with injury, and obviously you have wear and tear, that means that this player is going to experience attrition rapidly, faster, quicker than other players who injury is at 88 or 91 and their toughness is in the mid to high 80s or some low 90s. Their tolerance for pain and impact, okay, is much greater than those in the 70s with toughness. There's a lot of players who play Madden. They don't know what toughness means. They don't know what that attribute is. They just think like, oh, this guy is just a tough guy. So they don't factor in when you pair or marry toughness with injury. So just because the guy is talented, he's in the 90s, and you really want him on your team or you want to keep him on your team, and you're catching with him, you're running, and whatever you're doing with this dude, and this dude is getting banged up pretty quick, I want you to pause the game. I want you to go to coaching substitution, and I want you to run through his attributes. And what you're going to see is that his toughness is in the 70s and his injury is in the 70s. Or his injury is at 81, at 80, at 83, and his toughness is a 78 or 73 or 75. That's the problem. And on top of the stamina, if the stamina isn't great, the toughness isn't great, and the injury isn't great, but he's super fast, he can catch, he can do all of these things, that means nothing, especially if you didn't invest in your trainer. You invested in an offensive playbook, you invested in a defensive playbook, multiple playbooks, you invested in improving your O-line or your D-line or your coverage ability in terms of your OCs and DCs and coaches. But you didn't invest in your trainer, okay? You didn't invest in your trainer. You know what I did? I made sure I maxed my trainer out on the things that will keep my team healthy. Even if there's guys I wanted who aren't all that great with injury. So what I did was make sure recovery from wear and tear maxed out. Okay? Maxed out. Doubtful, maxed out. Okay? Injury, in terms of injury prevention, maxed out. All of those things are maxed out. IR, recovering from IR quicker, maxed out. All of that stuff is maxed out. Okay? So this is why I got 3 championships in 5 years. Okay, why? Because I have the healthiest team. The other reason why is because I will not put you on my team if you are poor with stamina, toughness, and injury. You cannot be on my team. You cannot. The only way that that's possible is if you are so dynamic as a player that it's got to happen. And then I'm pretty safe because my trainer is essentially maxed out in everything that matters. Okay, right? And so those things count. You also have people who they have a running back and a running back is getting banged up. Well, number one, like I said, why would you get a running back if the running back's injury and toughness is trash? Okay, that makes no sense. And then why would you do that and not invest in your offensive line? That means your OC and your head coach, you got to max out whatever improves the offensive line. Okay, you also have to help your running back out with a fullback. So let's say your running back is in the yellow and the red and you still want to use your running back. Well, why don't you start running some heavy action and use your fullback to help clear the way? All of these, and then sometimes you have to balance it. Where it's clear my running back is getting banged up, let me take him out and let me bring in the backup. It's really simple. These are simple things. Invest in your O-line, invest in a fullback. You might want to invest in at least 2 run blocking tight ends. You want to take care of your offensive line with your OC and with your head coach. These things matter. Same with your quarterback. Why wouldn't you invest in if you know that you like to pass over 70, 80% of the time, why aren't you investing in a pass blocking offensive line? Why is your third down running back or your starting running back not good with pass blocking? So if you go to his attributes, his pass blocking is in the 30s or low 40s, when his pass blocking should be in the 50s or 60s. Okay? Or maybe your running back can't do that. So you keep your running back for first and second down, your third string running back. Why don't you make, your third down running back. Why don't you make your third down running back the best pass blocking running back? Trade for a pass blocking running back who runs decent routes, serviceable short, medium route. Okay? It's really simple. That way, third down doesn't just mean it's a pass. Third down doesn't mean that, you have to get your running back involved in a passing game. No, third down also means your running back is there to protect the quarterback. So you have people, they don't understand football. They don't really know football. They don't understand where sports gaming, video games are going. Okay. Being more and more sim as possible, that's where it's going. And because these people don't understand that and they don't pay attention to the nuances of the game, they just want to roll out what they always rolled out. And it's not working. There's people complaining about inaccuracies with the quarterback, and yet they're throwing off of their back foot, fading to the left, and wondering why the football is off target. In previous Maddens, you could fade to the left off your back foot and it would still be pretty accurate. Well, that's just not the case anymore because Scott O'Gallagher and Rashad Boatwright and the rest of them said, in K-Spade, the prospect, we're not doing that anymore. You can't have poor fundamentals, poor quarterback mechanics, on top of the fact that it's not like your quarterback has a 99 accuracy, a 99 throwing power. It's not like your quarterback is a 99 at all 3 levels. It's not like your quarterback's stamina is a 99. It's not like your quarterback's arm strength is a 99 or his awareness is a 99. So if your quarterback awareness is in the low 80s or 70s or 80s, his arm strength is at 88 or 91, his accuracy from short, medium to deep isn't elite, and his stamina isn't elite, why are you fading to the left or to the right off your back foot and getting pissed at the developers because your football was inaccurate? So what that tells me is that you people don't really want sim. You don't want a football video game that simulates real life football, IRL football, as much as possible, as close as possible, because that's where sim gaming is going. Sim gaming is supposed to simulate IRL sports. as close as possible while still trying to be fun for everyone. And that's where your sim modes are going. That's where it is. Hell, even superstar mode is sim in many cases. And so if you're not enjoying superstar mode, then you're just not a sim gamer. Also, I gotta say, this is Softdrinktv. I can't respect your review if you play on 5-minute quarters. I can't respect your review if you're simulating seasons. Maybe simulate one season to test something out, but you're simulating multiple seasons. I can't respect IGN's review, GameSpot's review, Game Informer, you name it, Gaming Bolt, any of your reviews. If you play on 5-minute quarters, I can't respect your review. Okay, you're supposed to play on 8-minute quarters, no accelerated clock. It gives you IRL stats, true to life stats. Period. 8-minute quarters, no accelerated clock. Your very first season in franchise mode, you're not supposed to skip a damn game. Play it all the way through. That's how you're able to find out more things about the game. You'll witness, you'll see, experience new things you didn't experience before. You can't tell me about a game, about a mode when you were skipping games, when you only played 5-minute quarters. So you didn't go through the true rigors of a football game. I can't respect it. I cannot respect it. Okay, right? Did you break down the draft? How do you edit draft players? Did you break down draft? How do you scout? Like, go into the details of these things. Okay? What about the weekly hub? Are you going through everything in the weekly hub? Some people are complaining that it's signing players that they didn't want to sign. And then the developers are like, well, that's because you were skipping it. It's telling you either defer, delegate to your GM or your staff, or handle it yourself. Well, these people are so lazy. They're just so used to simulating and advancing that they don't want to take care of this other stuff. So they made a mistake because they're so lazy, but yet they come up with complaints every iteration that the GM kept the player I didn't want it to keep. So the developers are on Twitter saying, well, you're supposed to delegate or do it yourself, right? If you skip it, then the CPU is just going to believe, oh, you wanted us to delegate, so we kept them. Why are you so lazy? Do it yourself. And then the reason why some people say, oh, I get bored of franchise, that's because you keep simulating every season. You don't play, and you only play on 5-minute quarters, and you don't dig deep. Also, I can't respect Softdrinktv if he's not imaginative, if he's not creative, if he doesn't have concepts, ideas, if he's not innovative, okay? If there's no ingenuity there. What do I mean by that? Guess what? I had a season, my very first season, where I invested in nothing but run blocking and stopping the run. 100% run game, essentially. My entire offensive line are some of the best run blockers in the NFL. I had the second best run blocking fullback. My tight ends were all the best run blocking tight ends except for Kerry Kittles. Okay? My wide receivers, except for 2, were really good top of the line run blocking wide receivers. Okay? And then I invested in the majority, I have 4 running backs. 3 were power running backs. 1 was elusive. My quarterback is a running mobile quarterback with a rocket arm. Okay? That's what I invested in, you guys. That's what I invested in. Do you know that my first quarterback was Trevor Lawrence? Do you know that Trevor Lawrence ran for close to 7,000 yards with 14 touchdowns, and all 3 of my other running backs had averaged over 1,000 yards apiece? Do you know for a team, we ran for over 7,000 rushing yards as a team? Okay, my main running back, I had, my main running back had over 2,000, and he got injured like right before the first half of the season, like around week 9, he got injured. Okay, he got injured, And he already had a little over 2,000 rushing yards. So then I had to go to my other two backups, and one of them had over 1,500 and the other had over 1,000. And then my fullback got like 200 rushing yards. And then other ones I just plugged in. That's the way it was. We rushed for over 7,000 rushing yards and won a Super Bowl my first season with the Jags on franchise. That is all pro. I always told y'all, always play on all pro. And I'm happy Scott O'Gallagher cleared that up. All Madden is a flex. It's an ego trip. It's a flex. I can do this on all Madden, but it's not realistic, right? It's fake. It's not realistic because everyone is just juiced up to the highest level mentally and all. I don't care if they're 77. All parts of their 77 is juiced up. If they're a 77, they're essentially a 87 or a 97. That's fake. It's essentially like everyone is on PEDs. It's a joke, right? So it's only for a flex. Yeah, I can do this on all Madden, but it's not real because the game is tuned for all pro, for sim all pro. That's the realest mode. Okay, it's the realest mode. And like I said before, you can experience adversity with 5-minute quarters. Do you know some people play 5-minute quarters with accelerated clock? You can't experience true adversity with 5-minute quarters. You can't experience true adversity with accelerated clock. You can't experience adversity simulating. Don't ever simulate the first season. Okay, maybe simulate some of the second season. Don't ever simulate the first season. Play it through. So there's things that Softdrinktv has never seen in his life in Madden because he simulates multiple seasons. He simulates games. He doesn't play 8, 9, 10-minute quarters. He plays 5-minute quarters, sometimes accelerated clock. He's already going in it being a pessimist and cynical. He's already going in it looking for something to tear down and hate because that's probably a part of his brand. You know Softdrinktv for crapping on Madden and Madden and EA Sports products. Now, maybe it started from a good place where he wanted to help the game and he was pissed off. And maybe it's still that way to some degree. Or maybe it's just now a part of the brand. If he doesn't give Madden a 6 or a 7, he's not doing his job. He'll never give Madden an 8. He'll never give it a 9. Even if it's truly an 8 or a 7.8 or a 7.9, he'll never give it that. He'll give it a 7 or a 6.5. Okay? Agendas. It's business for these people now. I like the one linebacker yesterday that called out this one dude who was talking crap about passing. And the dude was like, well, that's not what you're supposed to do when facing a cover 3. It's a real life linebacker. Played in the NFL. And he called him out on it. So you listening to this dude on YouTube and on Twitch tell you, and then the linebacker cleared it up and was like, you're not supposed to even do that when facing a cover 3. What are you doing? Like, you got this all wrong. But listening to these dudes, they're so articulate. Some of them are white, some of them are black. You're like, oh my gosh, this dude Madden sucks. And the linebacker was like, man, you're not even supposed to do that in a cover 3. This dude screwed it up. Then the one white dude was like, this game sucks. Look at this. That ball should have been completed. Dude, you threw it off of your back foot fading away to the left. What are you doing? Then the one dude was mad that his pass was that he got sacked. And so everybody in the comments is clowning this dude saying, dude, you were supposed to step up in the pocket. You were supposed to move up in the pocket. What are you doing? The fundamentals are terrible with these people. They don't know football. So then this other white dude yesterday complained that it was the worst interception for a touchdown he's ever seen. This dude literally threw it in traffic before his receiver could get his head turned around. They're used to blind catches still. So before his receiver could turn his head around, he threw it in traffic, a hospital ball, y'all. It bounced off of his receiver's shoulder pads and bounced into the arms of the cornerback, and the cornerback ran it for a pick 6. And you're mad? You're saying the game is trash? Dude, what are you doing? You threw a hospital ball in traffic. You're used to blind catches where the receiver doesn't get their head around, and now you're complaining. Listen, I can't respect these people. And you got to call, these are grifters, y'all. And they made money and became popular off of crapping on Madden or crapping on video games. Okay, and it started out innocent with these people. It really did. It started out innocent. But once their following became huge, okay, once their following became huge and they start making money off of Twitch and YouTube or whatever, they said, well, this is their shtick. This is the brand. I got to crap on this game. Everyone, this is what, listen, I guarantee you, Ryan Moody didn't start off where he wanted to keep making videos about EA products that was bad, right? In terms of his reviews. Ryan Moody didn't start off that way, y'all. He came from an innocent place. He was pissed off at EA and he wanted to call him out on it. It's the same with Softdrinktv, and I believe it was that way with practically everyone. But then you became popular and it became lucrative for you in many ways. And then they just stuck with it. This is what people subscribe to me for me to be brutally honest, even though I'm being, in many cases, I'm being unfair. And this is what they know me for. So you know what? I'm just going to stick with it. And it's unfair. And like I said before, there's no way. There is just no way that I can respect a review when you play 5-minute quarters. I can't. You haven't experienced true adversity with 5-minute quarters. Hey, excuse me. How long has this park been here? I've never been here before. Long time?
It's been here for quite some time, but it's gone through a couple different phases of
Right.
the city fixing it up and changing things around a little bit. But I'm pretty sure it's been here for quite a while.
I just found out on Twitter, the mayor, and she was talking about the new marina. So I was like, well, let me come check it out. And I looked over here. I'm like, what is this?
Yeah, this park is beautiful.
Wow.
I work at the building that's like right down that way.
Okay.
So it's like you just come out during lunchtime and sit out here for a few minutes.
I never knew this, man.
Yeah.
Take care. Appreciate it.
Absolutely. Take it.
Oh, you too. Yeah, I've never been here before, ever. This is so beautiful. And I'm not even going, I have to go that way. I have to, because that's the new marina, but because I want to show it. But I've never been over here before. But anyway, like, that's what that is, you guys, okay? And I really have to get into some shade. I really do, because these iPhones be overheating extremely fast. Anyway, there's also a lot of people complaining about iPhones overheating. My iPhone is okay. I don't really run into those issues except for like today. But there's a lot of people on Threads complaining about their iPhones. So, man, let me zoom in real quick. Okay. Yeah, my iPhone is hot as hell, son. This thing is hot as hell. I don't know if I want to be right here. Hold up. All right. So that's really what I got to say about it. And I'll be going. They're still building more stuff, y'all. I told y'all this is the city of the future, man. It's only going to keep getting better and better and better. But let me just get right here. Let me get right here. Okay. All right. So, I know this view looks crazy, but I wish I had a better view than this, but it's so freaking hot. When I step out in that sun, this phone starts burning. I mean, it just starts burning hot. Oh my gosh. I gotta get some better shade, but with a better looking view. With a better view than that. Yeah. All right, yeah. We're gonna sit on that bench he was sitting on. All right. Okay. Much better. Much better. All right, so that's really what I had to say about that. And I'll be going live later on and showing you the game. I'll show you how to build the team. I'll show you everything you need to know. Also, it's okay to edit draft classes. Editing draft classes allows for the game to be able to catch up to what's current, what's modern, what's futuristic. And you can help set the tone in terms of creating an algorithm where they could start generating different unique builds based off of what you created, because the future is different from what EA is creating or from what 2K creates. Okay, so I wanted to clear that up. When we used to create Wembyama, when we used to create LeBron James, people said that was fake, that was cheating. And then we get a real life LeBron James, we get a real life Victor Wembanyama. It's not cheating. When we used to create these big wide receivers that was 6'4", 6'5", 234 with a 4.3 40, they said you were cheating. And now we have wide receivers like that, and then it's not cheating. When we created these physical tight ends who could run elite routes, they said you were cheating, and now we have tight ends like that, okay? So don't listen to these people. So when I create a 6'4" strong safety who weighs 238, 240, and he runs a 4.4 or 4.36, okay, don't say that that's fake. Don't say that that's fake, because you'll see that. We saw that to some degree with Cam Chancellor. They exist. If I create a 6'4" cornerback who weighs 234 and runs a 4.4, 4.5 40, and he has a 90 hit power and an 87 tackle, okay, don't complain, because that's what you'll see. And why are you creating these people? To punish wide receivers, and to be okay when stopping the run, and to be okay in goal line situations. That's why you do it. Okay, so anyway, I just wanted to highlight that. There's people that they haven't even unlocked franchise mode. Okay, being innovative like I did with the running game, or creating an offense built specifically for passing the football. Okay, all your running backs are actually wide receivers, converted wide receivers, right? Wide receivers converted to running back. Just think about that. Just think about that, okay? So these people, they don't even understand these things. They don't even understand these things. Creating a unique punter and kicker who's really there for trick plays and for tackling, so it doesn't get beat just in case you try to run it back. So let me create a punter or kicker with a 90 speed, with a 78 tackle and a 69 hit power, with a 64 finesse move and a 67 power move. Just in case. Like, these people, they don't think about things like that, right? Let me create a kicker and punter so I can run trick plays. Let me give him a 79 arm strength with a 69 accuracy and a 71 throwing on a run accuracy. Like let me do that for trick plays. They don't think like that. And then you start to see the game develop players like that. So these people, they haven't even broken the game down. They haven't even created a unique defense based off personnel, right? It's sort of like playing 2K, and I used to show people how you could win an NBA championship in their My League mode with nothing but players who are great at free throws and great at drawing fouls. Because you're always in a bonus and they're always in a penalty. Every player on my team is elite at drawing fouls and the best free throw shooters in the league. And these guys are in the 70s or low 80s or 60s, right? But we live at the free throw line, and we won a championship off shooting free throws. See, these people, they're not innovative. They're not creative thinkers. So they come into these sports games playing a game one way. So anyway, I wanted to say this about Audi Crooks and Juju Watkins and Hannah Hidalgo and Madison Booker and Chloe Kitts and Malaysia Fawali and Kiyomi McMillan and all of these other players who will be entering this league, okay? I wanted to say this. You didn't deserve to be entering a cesspool. It's not your fault. And I want to say, forgive this league in advance. It's not fair what you'll be subjected to: racism, death threats, innuendo, ridicule, all sorts of horrible things you'll be subjected to because of what two white women did to this league, right? You shall know a tree by the fruit it bears. The devil, sheep will always follow the devil. The devil's foe will always follow the devil. The devil can only attract the devil, okay? Just know that. Caitlin Clark is a vessel of Satan used to cause division and negativity, right? And that's literally, ever since she entered this league, the league has become a cesspool of racism, hatred, division, negativity, grifting, conning, scamming, all sorts of things. Sophie Cunningham, I told you, is an attention-seeking whore and a clout chaser, and she would do anything for fame, okay? And that's literally what you saw. As a matter of fact, she's shopping a tell-all book, Okay, you have two white women. One white woman brought the cesspool, and the other white woman is helping this other white woman stir the cesspool. They know how to play Karen and victim. They throw stones and hide their hands. They start a bunch of crap. And because of that, the league has become a very toxic, negative place. As you can see with the cover photo and thumbnail, the WNBA orange is the new prison orange because they're already labeling all black women thugs, whether you did something bad or not. So I wanted to clear it up. That is so unfair. These women worked all of their lives to get to the WNBA, all for the WNBA to turn out to be a nightmare instead of a beautiful dream. It's a nightmare. It's not a peaceful dream. It's now a nightmare. It's toxic as hell, and the league was never like this until Caitlyn joined this league. It was never like this. The most the league dealt with was Brittany Griner fighting her ex-wife, getting caught with some weed. You had Brian Aguilar, he messed with a player. You had Gamecock fans jealous of Sabrina Ionescu because she got a shoe deal before Asia in the 2K cover, but that was just some fan base mad at Sabrina, jealous. You had Raquana Williams trying to fight her girlfriend, and then Candace Wiggins had a terrible experience. That's it. That's all you had. That was the league. That was the league. Gamecock fans jealous of Sabrina. Okay. Brittany Griner fighting her ex-wife. Brian Aguilar slept with a player. Raquana Williams pissed at her ex. And that was it. That's all you had. Right now, it's a mess. And it's been a mess since 2024. And it's only getting worse every single year. It gets worse and worse and worse. It never gets better. And it will never get better as long as Caitlin Clark is in his league. And obviously, as long as Sophie is in his league. I think the best thing the Fever did was give her a 1-year deal. And I don't think any team should sign her ever again. I think she should be banned from this league. Sophie Cunningham. I hope Caitlin forms her own league so the WNBA could get back to growing significantly in a meat and potatoes way without all of this negativity. Take that chick, go, leave. We don't need Caitlin Clark. She can get the hell up out of here because she's a negative person. There is for these people like Jason Whitlock and everybody lying about this league, the worst league in history is the NBA and the NFL, MLB, NHL. From rape to sexual abuse, to murder, to vehicular homicides, to drug use, PEDs, gambling, cheating, referees, betting on games. All of that is MLB, NHL, NFL, NBA. The most the WNBA dealt with was some Brittany Griner drama and some Gamecock fans hating on Sabrina Ionescu, y'all. So don't listen to Jason Whitlock, who was literally on his show the other day looking like he was drinking gravy. I swear to God, it looked like he was literally drinking gravy out of a clear bottle. Ridiculous. They didn't look like coffee to me. That looked like flat out gravy. So I just wanted to clear that up. Okay, Juju, you deserve better than this. Hannah, Audi, Chloe Kitts, Juju Watkins, all y'all deserve better than this. Y'all don't deserve to enter a league like this. And I swear to God, 2 white women screwed this league up. Now, my last message for Dijonai Carrington, it's okay to be black, Dijonai. It's okay to look black. It's okay to have black hair. The hair that God gave you, that coarse hair, the hair that grows to the sun. Okay, that beautiful hair with melanin in it. It's okay. God made black people the most unique race on the face of this earth. Everyone else hair lays down. Black people hair grows up. It grows. Listen, it stretches all the way up, and it's powerful. Why would you want to look like everyone else? No, you are not a natural blonde, and you're a liar. You were never born a natural blonde. You're a liar. Okay, in the same way Izzy Harrison. Ridiculous. Y'all look like idiots with that blonde white woman crap on your head last night. You look like a joke. And any black woman saying, we're versatile with our hair, shut up. You're making an excuse because you know for a good damn fact you're ashamed of your own natural hair God gave you. And that was taught to you as a young girl when your parents or whatever decided to texturize and perm and hot comb your hair as a little girl. And that comes all the way down from the 1800s when white people said black people are ugly and unattractive with their hair. They call locks dreadful sight. Is where you get the term dreads and dreadlocks. They didn't want like dark-skinned people. They preferred light-skinned, mulatto, biracial people. That's what you were taught. Your hair was ugly, your skin color was ugly, and that passed all the way down through all generations. You're still dealing with that trauma, and your parents are passing it along with every new daughter that's born. You're ugly if you're dark-skinned. Your natural hair is ugly. All of these things like that, and so you look like an idiot and stupid, like Dijonai and like Izzy Harrison. Y'all look dumb yesterday. Y'all look like clowns. And any black woman in America, around the world, telling you it's okay, they're stupid people. They're stupid. It is not okay. You look like idiots. You look dumb and stupid. You look like clowns. Yes, that is culture appropriation, just like white people appropriate black culture all of the time. They've been doing it forever. Okay, so I just wanted to clear that up. I mean, that's why they big booties and lips and twerking and dancing and rapping, vernacular, walking, dressing, music, trying to look, and even have sex like black women, playing sports like black men, trying to preach like black Pentecostal preachers. Like, it's a joke, right? So white people been whitewashing and appropriating. I mean, hell, just look at like I said, Kylie Jenner. I mean, come on, what we talking about here? So anyway, I just wanted to clear that up. Jesus, boy, this thing is hot as hell. I don't know if I'll be able to make it to this marina. I know there's a water fountain over here. I wish next time I come out here, I'm bringing an ice pack. Something where I could just like, because this is brutal, son. Yo, this phone is burning hot. I mean, burning hot. Jesus. I know for a fact there was a water fountain I saw over here. I'm trying to hurry up and get to this water fountain because I want to go to the marina. I got like, what, 10% left on this phone? This thing is about to go, son. Anyway. Where's that freaking water fountain at? I know I saw it. I know I freaking saw it. I know I saw it. Where is that water fountain? Haha. I'm just gonna run some water on the back of it. Just real quick. Real quick. Jesus. Yo, that helped a lot. That helped a lot. All right, let me hurry up. Damn, that water helped a lot. That freaking water helped a lot. All right, so this is the Four Seasons hotel they're building right here. All right, there's less than 10 Four Seasons hotels in the world. I'm talking about the mega ones. And we have one of them. So that's a huge flex. Building it right now. That's huge, y'all. That's huge. There's only, I think, there's less than 10 Four Seasons hotels in the world. And we got one of them being built right now. That's serious. That's serious, man. Some be like, man, how come you don't have the chat open, the comments open? Well, that way I can clear out bots and I can clear out racist, lame white people and people grifting and conning and haters and little hating people. No. You're not about to ruin energy of anyone. Ruin your own energy. Don't try to ruin other people's energy. It's not worth it. That's why your channel isn't growing. I don't give a damn. It is what it is. As long as I get to put out this content and tell the truth, I don't give a damn, son. I just don't care. I'd rather for my channel to grow in its own way than for me to ever get breathing room to these nasty little slutty haters and these ridiculous slutty bots. Never. Never, ever, ever. Yeah, this is nice. Obviously, I can't go go through all of the entire marina, but I will go here for right now. So they just opened this up 2 days ago. 2 days ago. So yeah, this is nice. This is nice. Oh my gosh. So obviously I'm going down to the very end of it. This is nice, you guys. This is nice. Told you, this is the city of God, boy. This is the city of God. This is the city of the future too. And all we keep building and building and building, it gets better and better and better. That's the beauty of it. And don't worry about me. I'm an excellent swimmer. Excellent swimmer. Excellent. Don't be believing that BS nasty white people say about black people. Don't believe that, because I'm an excellent swimmer. I'm from Chicago. I'm an elite swimmer, son. Elite. I'm an elite baseball player. I'm an elite football player, an elite hooper. I won medals at track and field. I'm elite, son. God made me like, I always say I'm the greatest athlete ever. That's how I felt. You know, I just chose a different path. That stuff was born in me, but I respected God's gift he gave me. You understand? I always respected God's gift. Elite. Elite, son. Elite. Now, obviously, there's people who can jump higher than me. There's people who can run faster than me. But you're not more agile than me. You don't have better balance than me. You're not creative. You don't have a better mind than me. You're not overall talented than me. You're not a brilliant, clever, witty athlete. Not more than me. You're not innovative. You can't create something on the fly and then perfect it on the fly. It's already perfected before I do it. Like, it's levels to this. There's levels to this, y'all. It just is. Man, how do we get from talking about the marina to you flexing like this? What it is, boy. It's what it is. It's what it is. And we used to train in the rain. After listening to Magic Johnson say he would practice in the rain, we used to practice and hoop in the rain. We used to train in football on ice. On ice in Chicago. That's how we used to train, on ice. I'm talking about black ice, son. Like, it's levels to this, y'all. There's levels to this. So then when I get on the real field, y'all looking stupid. When I get